Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to Remnants. We're running a very professional operation here.
Absolutely, no technical issues.
None
Uh,
whatsoever.
so this time we are actually going to explore the base with you guys because we are looking. We got the key right, and we're looking for the door that opens with that key.
Yeah, so we found out last time that basically this island that we've been trying to get to for the entirety of the game, we could basically get to from the base that we were in right at the start of the game. So it's like, great, thanks for telling us that, guys. Really could have told us this like 20 hours ago, but never mind.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh! I did something.
does that open
Is
now?
it open?
It opens!
Is this safe? Is this safe area? Oh no,
Ooh, trade
oh,
point.
no authorized access.
Tom,
I'm in a
I've
computer.
told you before. No means no.
Authorize me!
Give me authority!
Do you... Oh, I have an email, so I read. Um, Due to recent events, we will be amending our security protocol to require an additional photo ID check upon entry to Ward 13. Entry will still require use of personal security cards. However, an additional ID check will be performed upon entry to the ward. All security officers have been notified of the change, and the new protocol will take effect immediately. Commander Nathan Haskell.
Honestly,
Okay.
that Nathan, he's just a bit cagey about things. He needs
Just
to
an
relax.
asshole.
Yeah, just smoke a joint or something, dude. Relax.
Just a twat. Like we don't have AI spy on us already, and we need more.
Oh, I think I found another email thing here.
Oh, go on while I explore.
Dearest Reg, I know you're dying to learn what the government's been doing since I moved into Ward 13. There's so much to tell. I don't know where to start. The red crystals weren't anything we thought, Reg. They're not power sources at all. They're conduits through space itself. I know, I wouldn't have believed it either. Wait until you see what they're doing. They've connected test subject streamers, they call them, to some kind of guardian entities in other worlds. I don't mean other planets, I mean parallel worlds, side by side with Earth, but completely inaccessible apart from the crystals. Ford and Hasgard, you remember Captain Ford, dear. He was the recruitment official who visited the university. Have a few dreamers on an atoll offshore, and the preliminary reports sound like fairy tales. Fauns, goblins, even magic. Of course, it can't actually be magic,
Is
but it
this a
certainly
different
feels
game?
like it, based on our current understanding of physics. It's hard to explain without being able to show you, Reg, but they won't let that. Let's try that again. But they won't let that happen until your transfer goes through. I don't even know if they'll allow this letter out, to be honest. It's fine. I'll show everything in person when you arrive.
It's fine.
Our ward already has 2 dreamers connected. I'm supervising activation of a third in a few days. Gabriel, they call him, though I get the feeling it's not his real name. I can't wait to see what he sees, to start investigating one of these worlds for myself. We're on the verge of something amazing, Reg. There's so much more to the universe than anyone thought. Even Einstein. What wonders might be out there, just lying in
What?
wait for our discovery. See you soon, Belinda.
Wait, they reference real people. Is this the world then? Is this the real world?
Yeah, so it kind of sounds like all these different worlds that we've been going to are not like other planets and stuff, but parallel universes.
Maybe the other place we went to was Coventry then.
I knew it!
But I liked on the email how
Like 20 episodes ago. Go back and look. I knew that was going to happen.
but I like how on the email she was like answering herself. She was like, "Yes, I thought the same thing, right? You thought the same thing, right? You agree with me?"
She actually had a sock puppet on her hand, and she was just having a conversation with Reg, the tiny, small frog sock puppet.
Okay, I have another log. there's so many things happening. Oh, I have the drama log. I found it.
Drama!
Subject 2409 is online. Vitals are stable, but we're receiving no visual information. The audio consists only of a low, persistent rumble, interspersed by seemingly random series of clicks. Attempts to find a pattern in the clicks have so far been fruitless. I'm convinced they are nothing more than signal noise, perhaps errors in the recording equipment amplified by the dreamer's subconscious. Or perhaps there's no signal at all. We've never tested what happens when a dreamer connects with nothing. Most likely, Dr. Harsgaard read the runes wrong. The runes? What kind of doctor is that? Awaiting confirmation.
I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. Bum, 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 bum.
And someone replied, Harsgaard claims he's not wrong and suggests we continue monitoring. We'll do so if only as CYA. Cyan, yellow. I don't know. Are they printing something? Looks like we are stuck here for a while. And then, note from Private Waters. Private Waters? They're talking? Dr. Itsaso. I heard a change in the audio last night. For about 20 minutes, starting at 11 past 2, I heard some kind of singing. That's the only way I can think to describe it. This was on top of the regular rumble and clicks. I left the tape in your office for your review. Oh, we should go listen to it. Also be advised that I may have seen an anomaly on video as well a brief, very faint pulse of light during the time of the audio anomaly. It may have been an artifact on the screen, though, or even my imagination. It was very late, after all. And then we have the light show. Hell! It's a nice way to start the email. Imagine speaking to your colleagues and you're like, hell!
Start an email. Ah, shit.
I owe Harsgaard $10. Oh, that is hell. For about 2 hours on April 6th, 1966, Subject 2409's visuals lit up like the goddamn 4th of July. What the hell? Dozens of lights, or fireworks, pulsed on and off with no pattern we have yet discerned. Colors varied but remained mostly between blue and yellow wavelengths. After approximately 145 minutes, the pulsing began to decrease in frequency, and by T plus 160, they had ceased entirely. Audio was unchanged during this time. Finally, we have proof this dreamer is connected to something. Hasgarth is never going to let this drop. The plot is unraveling.
Yeah, I found another log. Oh, you go. Have you got another one?
I have 3 error logs with file corrupted.
What have you done? I mean, you've been
something-
here for 5 minutes. You just ruined the whole place.
I know the whole playthrough, the 20-something episodes we're at now, we haven't paid attention to the plot, but now it's all coming up together.
Yeah, this is a lore dump episode, absolutely. Just a shitload of computers all over the place. Just all the context is just dumped in one place in the game.
But it's Word 13, so it's like we have to understand what's happened here, right?
Well, I've got a log here.
Okay,
Subject
go on.
2419-1. Preliminary observations and findings. Author, Dr. Belinda Marsh, Operations Research Analysis Manager, Ward 13. Abstract. Commander Neville has asked for recommendations on which world should be chosen for our first physical expedition. Subject 2419-1 is the second dreamer bonded to the so-called Fuzzies world. But the world... But the world has changed drastically. I just imagining like the Care Bears world. Like, oh, I want to go there.
Come join us to the Happy Bears. I can't remember how it goes.
But the world has changed drastically since the loss of the previous dreamer. With a new guardian entity, a new invading species, and widespread alterations to the world and inhabitants, it is fair to say that it is no longer the Fuzzies world, and it is highly dangerous. It is my recommendation that we do not send a
Oh,
physical
damn.
expedition to this world at this
Now
time.
it's the ponies world.
It's not Fuzzies now, it's the Fuzzy Deathland.
Now we're in the My Little Pony world.
Last year, Subject 2419, known as Gabriel, died in the Dreamer's Chair when his guardian entity was killed by the inhabitants of his world, informally known as the Fuzzies. The Fuzzies were intelligent and warlike, yet they were caring toward each other. We still do not know why they turned on their guardian. They're so caring and intelligent and
I'm
warlike.
just picturing the happy bears.
Just the Care Bears, just tearing somebody apart.
Yeah. They're violent but caring for each other.
In February of this year, we were finally successful in connecting a second dreamer when Subject 2419-1, herein referred to as Casa, bonded to what appears to be a new guardian in the same world. We have been feverishly gathering data ever since. Preliminary findings. Casa's world is almost completely unrecognizable from before. Gabriel observed what appeared to be a massive living organism populated by small, fur-covered creatures called fuzzies. Casa, however, sees the world covered in root-like growths, with little of the original landscape visible underneath it. Fuzzies are rarely seen at all, at least not live.
They hide in their kingdom.
We are the gummy bears. We are the gummy bears. The world is now populated by a new violent species of creature. It is unclear where this new species came from. We saw no evidence of them in Gabriel's recordings, but they have eliminated a large percentage of the former population in a very short time. The new species appear to be plant-based, bearing a resemblance to motile trees or roots. Should that be mobile? These creatures are violent and destructive, actively hunting the fuzzies, slaughtering them, and then leaving bodies behind while they hunt more. Sunshine Bear, no!
So wait, the plants are hunting the fuzzies. So
It seems like, yeah.
if we've been fighting the plants because we fought so many plant enemies, does that mean the fuzzies are our allies and they will care for us?
I mean, in the case of the enemy is my friend, then yes. But I get the impression that the fuzzies are actually, rabid, violent Care Bear monsters.
No, they are cuddle bears. Haven't you seen the cartoon, Adam?
They're all lovely and violent and horrendous. We believe there may still be fuzzies alive and in hiding, but given the ferocity of the root species, it is unlikely they will remain so very long. Conclusion and recommendation? I believe the fuzzies will not survive without some kind of intervention. However, I cannot recommend that a human scouting party visit Casa's world at this time. It is likely that the root species will treat us the same as the fuzzies, and given the speed and ferocity with which they fight, a lone scouting party will not stand a chance, even with modern weapons. For now, I believe it is best that we continue our observations to learn what we can about this species before engaging them.
Great. I've got some more.
God, they just really did just gather all the lore into one room, didn't they?
I think coming to World 13 was meant to be a big thing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a small one. Oh, that's not a small one. Let's see.
Oh god, I found another as well.
In this room, please keep the air conditioner on at all times. The dreamer's entity lives in a frozen world in some places, colder than any recorded measurement on Earth, and seems to reflect aspects of that bond. In particular, she shows physical signs of discomfort at any temperature above 55 degrees. Those working in this area are encouraged to wear layers. So the dreamer is a she, the one that they got.
So I guess that's Casa. I'm guessing Gabriel was a guy, and then Casa's a woman.
You've been paying more attention to me than me. The Guardian came across a clutch of orphaned polars. Apparently, they had been lost in a blizzard, but the effect on Clementine was unexpected. Her noradrenaline levels dropped, and her body showed signs of lacrimation. Most of the team believes the Guardian, the Dreamer, or both were saddened at the discovery, but we have no record of Guardians ever having or eliciting emotions. If only we could record emotional states somehow. It's unfortunate that we can't speak to the Dreamers without... Wait, is that you in the background? That's scary as fuck. It's unfortunate that we can't speak to the Dreamers without waking them, and that we can't wake them without risking loss of the bond. Okay. That's not as exciting. FYI, per Commander Neville's orders, we have sedated Clementine until her noradrenaline levels return back to normal. I guess this is now standard operating procedure whenever a dreamer exhibits any potential unstable behavior. I suspect the source of this edict is Captain Ford, after what happened with Gabriel and with Harsgard about to connect a new dreamer to this clawbone entity. I'm guessing Ford doesn't want any more unnecessary risks. He's probably right. I think they're dropping way too many names for me.
It's the pronoun game. So I did find another computer, and it also had... Oh, are you not done? Are you not done?
I'm not... No. This is... Oh, this is fun. This is drama.
Drama-lama.
Could someone please tell the janitor to leave the AC alone? That's the third time we've had to reboot Clementine in this month. And a last one. Oh, okay. Oh. So there's some characters that are encrypted, I can only assume, and on part of them it says not disintegrated at all. The rest I don't know. And then it says, rather, I think she shifted somehow, that she still exists somewhere along with everything else, including the poor janitor. Oh. Unfortunately, that's encrypted as well. As to why, I have only conjecture. Reviewing Clementine's final tapes shows... And then... In the very last frame, in one darkened corner, you can see... Agree this is big clawbone? Are you following?
I didn't know that you were fluent in whatever the hell this is.
Harsgard always described his unknown entity in fantastic terms. But what if he wasn't exaggerating? We know he brought his dreamer online at approximately the same time Clementine disappeared after all. And as I said, conjecture, but
redacted.
Can you tell which part I'm actually speaking?
So,
yeah, that's it.
I found another computer which also has a buttload of logs on it. Like loads.
Oh my god, it's
and this is definitely it's been an episode. So I flicked through the logs. If you want to read them, go back and read them. You should be able to pause the video and watch them. But I propose that we call it here, and
Absolutely.
we promise the next episode will be more exciting.
Maybe we went too far in the logs.
Maybe we should have been like reading a log per like episode, like coming back here and reading them all the time.
Maybe we should from now on, every time we see a computer that has like 5 or 6 logs, we'll pick the one with the most exciting title and only read that.
All right. Well, like I say, I went and clicked through all the logs on that last computer. So if you're dying to know the lore, go back and stop the video and read it if you like. I think I found where we're meant to go next episode, so I propose that we call it now. Boot up the next episode. Well, there's a locked door in there, so I assume we get another key later. But
Really?
you can keep going further downstairs. And I found a fuse that goes in a fuse box.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that on the next episode though.
Yeah. So join us next time, and we'll restore the power. Yeah.
And not read as much lore. We promise.
I mean, we don't know what's through that door. It might just be another 8 computers.
Oh my god, just computer in a room. Okay. So, thanks for staying with us. If you're still there.
We might put a warning at the start of this episode. It's just like, by the way, this is a lore dump. If you're not interested, just skip to the next episode. You're not missing.
We should put the title of the video be like 3 sentences just to prepare people.
Yeah. This is the warm up. All right, guys. We're gonna log off now, and we'll catch you next time.
See y'all.
Bye bye.